Hello YouTube, this is Mayan J from YouTube. Uh, the purpose of this video today is to show you some of the similarities between the Goophone Y5 and the iPhone 4S. Okay, first, I don't have a black iPhone 4S, so I had to do it with the white one. So we know now that the difference is going to be the colors for now. But when we look at the metal frames, they're both identical, as you can see here from the sides. Okay, this is the other side of it where the SIM card goes. They're exactly identical. On the top you see the power buttons and headphone jacks located exactly the same. At the very bottom you also see the charging ports located exactly at the same location. Over here we have both microphones, and these are both loudspeakers. I just got this phone from androidforcheap.com, and I just want to show you how these two compare each other. First, I just want to let you know that this is not the stock ROM that came with this phone. I have already managed to root it, and I got this ROM from an XDA developer who developed this, and I think he made an awesome job, and I will explain to you why in just a moment. I will also be making separate videos on how to root and a separate video on how to install the ROM, and also give credits to the person who did it. I have absolutely no credits of this. I'm just showing you the work that he has done. And well, coming back to the subject, here are some of the similarities that they have. First, we have the calendars. Okay, they're not 100% exact. The fonts are different, and the user interface is a little different, but you know, it does the job. That's one of the things they have in common. Second, the messaging apps. Okay, they look quite similar. Let's see, we have the settings application. They are almost identical, as you can see here. You scroll down just to show you that this is the original iPhone 4S. I'm just gonna turn Siri. What's the weather like today?
Here's the weather for today.
There you see it. Now here on general and about, we have here the phone's information as well. I'm going to show you the similarity with the iPhone 4S. Oops. About, you see they're both very similar. And the good thing about the Goophone Y5 is, first, I think it's the best replica that I've done altogether from every single one I've had. I recommend this 100%. You know, if you want to get something to be the closest to the iPhone 4S, as you can see, they're very similar. I would say they're almost identical. Okay, there's very little differences, except we know this has Android, this has the regular Apple software. Okay, the phone's application, they're also very similar. Again, this is a new ROM that I have installed on this. This is not the stock ROM. The stock ROM has a lot of Chinese apps. A lot of the words are in Chinese. So thanks to the XDA member and everybody on the team, they have come up with some modifications, and they did an awesome job. So here are the phone's application. Okay, and you have here Safari's a little different, but it does the job. Okay. Sometimes the home button here won't exit the app, so you have to actually hit exit when it prompts you to it. Also, as you can see, the phone, when you get it, if you buy one, it doesn't come with the Play Store. The ROM that I have installed after you root it, which I'm going to show you a video on how to do that, it already installs Play Store for you, so it already does the job. Another great thing is that sorry, let me focus this a little bit. There we go. Another thing is that the weather application came in Chinese, so now I have here. Now it works with the United States, and depending on the country you are, it will also work as well. They have modified that, so they're very similar. Let me show you again. This is the weather applications. They're almost identical. Okay, and it actually now works for your country, so it's not just for China. I think that was a great job as well. Google Maps are the same. If you go, it's just that the application looks different, but they both do the same thing. It shows you the actual maps, and it's not in Chinese, as you can see here. Okay, I haven't tested the GPS yet, but I will get to that. Here is the clock application. Okay, it's a little different. I guess this is more like an Android UI. Let's see what else. We have something very important. YouTube, before on the previous knockoffs that I purchased, I always had the problem with YouTube where it was in Chinese one. It was the Youku. It wasn't actual YouTube. This time on this ROM, it is the actual YouTube application, which I think is, this just blew my mind, because I mean, that to me that's a plus. I don't like Youku because I don't speak Chinese, and I'm not a Chinese guy either, so to me that was immense. Now there's other goodies that you get with the ROM, including notes is supposed to be there already. We have notes on the iPhone, so they're very similar as well. Let's check that out now. You see, they're very similar when it comes to similarities. They're almost identical. That's pretty much, I mean, I'm not gonna go a lot through it because there's several videos here showing a lot of reviews, but for the most part these phones are very similar to each other. I think that the Goophone is the best knockoff ever, but you gotta also be careful where you get it from. I got this from androidforcheap.com. I will have the link posted below. I'm also giving them credits because they sell the actual one, so when I open on the back the motherboard, I know how to distinguish between a fake Goophone Y5, which is kind of awkward because this is a fake anyways, but this is the good fake. That's how I would like to name it. I mean, this one has the user interface is much smoother, especially with this new ROM. As you see, there's barely anything in Chinese here. The mail application is also very similar to the iPhone one. Already iTunes is a little different. The font is different. So let's go here to tracks and let's go here to songs. As you can see, I'm Spanish, so all I have here is Spanish music, but as you can see, you can already tell the difference, but guys, it does the job. Again, this phone runs MTK6575 at 1 gigahertz. It comes, the one I got comes with an 8 gigabyte micro SD card, and I also have 2 gigabytes of internal memory already comes with it. Okay, here we have the calculator application. I mean, there's slight differences between both, but again, I mean, remember, this is not an iPhone. This is an Android modified as an iPhone. So let me show you the camera. Now the camera, even though this is a new ROM, I have experienced the same problem over and over, is that it's kind of slow when it comes to taking pictures, but the pictures are not that bad either. But sometimes you gotta tap a couple times until you see the actual autofocus. As you can see, I'm struggling here with the autofocus right now, but I also heard that there's a fix for this. Okay, so I'm just gonna shoot a picture here real quick so you see what I'm talking about. You can see how slow that is, and look at the iPhone 4S. That was super fast. So it's just some differences, and also they're still very similar. To me, the speed of the camera is not a big deal because I'm not a I don't shoot pictures fast anyway. So I mean, it is good to have a fast camera, but I don't actually mind having a slow camera like the one I have now. Once again, they're very similar. The micro SIM cards that go on the side, they both fit. either the hardware and the actual SIM. They both go the same way. Now on the Goophone Wi-Fi, it actually has the antenna right here. I bought a, if you look at my other videos here, I bought a Fruits Phone 4S, and that one didn't have the feel of the antenna here. It was just painted. So this one is actually even closer to the 4S. I think it's a great phone. It's a great buy. Because there's a lot of fakes out there. There's ones that are good. There are ones that are even worse. So I mean, I think this is one. This is among the best ones that there is. As you can see, I'm already connected to my Wi-Fi, and I have all my bars here. And I'm at my garage, and the room's all the way back in the corner. And as you can see, the interface of the settings it looks almost the same. It feels like you have an iPhone 4S here. It doesn't even feel like you have a fake phone or Android or anything like that. Now that's pretty much what I'm gonna go through. Once again, these work as a silencer switch. These are volume buttons, just for that purpose only. They don't do anything else. This is just a back and home button. So sometimes to exit, you're gonna have, there's a little issue with it where sometimes just the application would say, do you want to exit, or are you sure you want to exit, and you have to actually hit the message and say exit for it to exit for you. Otherwise it won't do it. That's the only little thing, but again, it's not a big deal to me. Again, also this I'm gonna connect it here real quick to the computer just so you see. Before, when I connected to the computer and I wanted to turn on USB storage, which is very common on the Android, you go here to USB connected and you see this. Instead of getting the little Android with a cable, you see with the USB cable you get this. It says iTunes, and we'll focus this for you, and it says turn on USB storage and so on. Okay, so I mean the ROM really did a big improvement. The stock ROM had some issues. I didn't like it that much, but now with this ROM I think it's great, because it looks more like the iPhone, and some of the applications like YouTube and stuff like that, they work as they supposed to. So that's pretty much it. Please let me know if you have any questions. I might do a second review, but it depends if I see a lot of people have a lot of doubts still. I will also show you, it's very simple to change the SD card. I believe there's a video here already for the SD card replacement. So my next videos are going to be about how to root it and how to install this ROM, which I believe is among the best ones. Okay, thanks for watching and have a good one.